Hey, so what's up, you guys? Dave here. It's your boy Dave here with Affordable Door and Gate, man. Up here in Muskegon, Michigan. Beautiful day out. Wanted to show you about, let's talk about this Hormann. Let's talk about this Hormann opener. I don't know what to think about this Hormann opener. So, with this Hormann opener and door, it's a lumberyard. It's a lumberyard door, which always comes with, what do we see there? Oh no, a dent. Lumberyard. So anyways, but this disconnect, oh boy, this is just very hard to get used to, how it pulls to the side. I've seen numerous of these break. I don't quite understand what the button, all that jazz, it keeps it locked out. It just has a weird pivot point to it. I don't recommend this. I really just don't. I can't say I approve. It's got this belt system in here. This is just, I'm just not saying this is Dave approved. I don't know. I don't know. I just can't wrap my head around this yet. So anyways, let's take a look at that guy back there. It's kind of one of those things that, I don't mean to offend anybody, but I feel like the Hormann is German made and it is a cheaper product. I really just feel that way. From what I understand, it kind of smashes itself into these, stoppers, and that's its limits from what I quite understand. Comment below. Feel free to comment below. I know there's my boys, my peeps are out there, and they know a lot more about this than I do. I don't install a lot of these. I'm only doing it because it was requested. It's a lumber yard. I did my little backhang kicker thing here. It's really solid, really solid. It's the best way I could figure it out. It's got a bracket here. This is not too bad. I'm kind of digging this. I mean, I got it hacked up pretty good, but I'm digging it. It's nice that it can line up here versus, you know how it is, guys, when you're back here, then you got to run a cross piece here and a kicker, and it just gets all crazy, or you just jet them back, you jet them one way or another. You know how it is when you're out in the field. But it's just really hard for me to understand this guy. It really is. Let's take a look at some of the other features of this guy. Let's take a look at the wall button. Wall button, I always try to keep a little extra wire behind the wall. I don't know exactly. See how I punch a hole up there so it's go through. That's just good craftsmanship. I leave this here because this is just telling them, saying, hey, I'm expecting you to move it. And if not, I'll always put the plugs in, make it look pretty. You can see the wall button is pretty standard, nothing too fancy. Let's take a look at these photo eyes. I don't know. And I didn't do the pigtails. I should have probably done the pigtails. Or curly cues. I don't know what you guys call them. Pigtails or curly cues, but they kind of lock in. Those little clips down here. What are you looking at there? These just feel really cheap, but they work. I mean, LiftMaster's always got it kind of beat in this situation where they just clip on. Plus, you can get it lower. I don't have a hammer drill. I really don't feel like smashing a hammer drill in the bits and all that in this guy. Even though you should. I know you should. But something's better than nothing. Just remember, back in the day, we didn't have photo eyes. So, wires ran. You run the wires up above. Went across that, whatever they call it, the rat board up there. Stays nice and clean. I dropped them right down the center. Kind of looks goofy. Just because it's got the antenna. Got the antenna up there. And I don't know what to do. It's so long. The wire's so long. But I was trying to make this easy for the drywall guy. They could poke a hole and drop everything down if need be. So it's a little bit of harassment. I got to obviously trim my zip tie off right there. But it's the best I could do with what I'm working with. Especially since the wall button's over there. I'm here and photo eyes are over here. So the joys. But I think it'll work. So I think I'm gonna get fired up. I'm a little bit nervous if it's gonna keep its limits after I kill it. Didn't come with light bulbs. I put light bulbs in it for the customer. It's always a nice little treat. So we're gonna check it out. So anyways, guys, let me know. let me know what you know about these openers. I am intrigued to learn about them. I want to know if you use them, what I'm doing wrong, any experiences. They go up faster than others. They're good, they're reliable. Have you had a lot of callbacks with them? They're just something I don't really know about them. I know for a fact I've had problems with that disconnect breaking, and to find the parts and try to, the labor just exceeded to even screw around with it. It wasn't even worth it. So I changed out the opener. I just ripped it down and I put a new one. I had one of these years ago that I installed through Lowe's, and we were way out. Whew, we were an hour and a half, 2 hours away from the shop, and I remember that we installed it, and between me and a good technician, I know there was something faulty with it. We could not get it to work. It would not fire up. It wouldn't move. It just would not move. And it was funny because the guy was German, and he goes, the reason I bought it, I don't know if they talk like that, but he goes, the reason I bought it, he says, it's because it's German made, and I'm from Germany. And I said, I'm just telling you, this thing's a piece of junk. And I said, it's not working. And I said, I'd take it back. I'd get Chamberlain. I said, because I don't know what to tell you. And he's like, really? He's like, I waited a couple weeks for it to come in through Lowe's. And I'm like, well, that's what you get. You know, you're that guy that's driving the BMW or the Saab or the funny, just whatever, the Ferrari. There ain't that many parts around for them. It ain't the 350 Chevy. It's just not available. So, you know, here in America, we still use toilet paper. We don't use those Dubas, whatever that clean your butt. You know, maybe you got one. I don't have one. I just haven't gotten that fancy yet. So, anywho, hope you guys are doing good. We'll get back to it. Beautiful day. Don't want to let it go to waste. Got to get out there and keep hustling. So, one thing to note on this door, I think it's funny, because Denise from Hormann is a wonderful lady. She really is. But what I think is funny is that this door, this lumberyard door, still doesn't come with a rope. And boy, does that, you know, when you're out in the field, look at it, got to shut the power off. I literally had to use a generator to fire this thing up. Now, hopefully I'm crossing my fingers. The opener doesn't lose its memory. So, we'll see. But this is real life. And no rope. Didn't have no side lock. I'm not going to put a side lock on it. Because it didn't come with one, and it'll probably be a problem down the road. So, I'm going to go out and say hi to the wife. She's showing up. She brought the kiddos. They want to say hi before I leave. So, I'm going to go do that real quickly. Denise, tell them to start sending a rope. We'll see ya.